Hi everybody! Corrupting Journey here, that Journey chick on Instagram. I hope you're following me on Instagram and subscribe to the channel because I think you're gonna like what you're gonna see. Come on this journey with me. Anyway, gotta go to work today. Gotta go to work. Work. Gotta go to work. Yep. Can you tell how thrilled I am? No, my boss emailed me yesterday and she's like, can you cover the office today? Now, how do you say no to your boss? No, absolutely not. Okay, you're fired. No. Now, I have coworkers that wouldn't think twice about saying no. Not going to name any. Don't forget, this weekend, Sunday, 11 a.m., in the morning show with Crafting Journey, my special guest, Wambui made it. Woo! Hey, Wambui Bahati. She's going to be here. She is a loom knitter and a very good loom knitter. She has amazing tutorials and she's a remarkable person. We're going to find out all about her and hopefully you'll subscribe to her channel. Anyway, she just put out a video yesterday, unboxing and review of KB Adjustable Multi-Knit Loom. Ooh, can't wait to watch it. I love adjustable looms. I just love looms. I have you've seen all my looms. God, I got dozens. So Wambui will be on Sunday. Yay! Now, today is National Battery Day. Not a great day for national days. So I had a choice between National Battery Day and National Stuffed Flounder Day. Now raise your hands. Batteries, stuffed flounder. You choose. Neither one are terribly exciting. But, there's, if you think about it, though, think about every place in your house where there's a battery. Your phones, your car, your iPad, your computer, and we're constantly charging everything. Flashlights, my mouse. I'm always replacing the mouse battery. My pencil sharpener. I'm just looking around the room here. Lots of stuff takes batteries. Smoke detectors. Did I already say that? Smoke detectors. That's a very important one. Baby monitors. Like what would we do without batteries? Just sit and think. But they weren't made for mass production personal use till about 50 or 60 years ago, but they go back. Archaeologists have found evidence that batteries in some shape or form existed 2,000 years ago. Yeah, just saying. They go back a ways. And I'm not going to talk about stuffed flounder. I don't like fish. No, I do not. So I enjoyed the show last night, and I appreciate everybody that came to the live and bared with me through the collage quilting. It's always a little chaotic because that is another journey that I am on, and I'm sort of feeling it out as I go. Eventually, it will all come together. But I let the show go about 30 minutes past my usual time because Marissa, the crafty heifer, she had no internet. And then I was asking about Tia's Crazy Craft Addictions, who she comes on later on in the evening, and I found out that she had had some losses in her family. And Tia is a very, very dear friend to me. So I called her, and I ended the live, and I got on the phone with her and her mom and Mama. We all love Mama. They're both very much grieving, and you can tell that very, very sad. 3 losses in one day, and 2 from COVID, and her brother's in the hospital. So, not with COVID, thank God. But, every day there's little reminders that this pandemic is not over. People are still dying from it. I made light of the fact that I got sick after the second vaccine. I probably should not have done that. I was ill after the second vaccine, but I guess it's nothing in comparison to death. Yeah. Oh, my arm itches where I got that shot. Oh, can you see? I don't know if you can. I don't think you can see it anymore. Yeah, no. Maybe not in this light anyway, but it itches now. Just because I was talking about it. So, absolutely, if you have the opportunity to get a vaccine, don't pass it up. Of course, it's a very personal decision. Discuss it with your loved ones, discuss it with your doctor, and if if you have the chance and it seems like the right thing to do, then go for it. Don't let the fact that I had side effects discourage you, because they went away, and here I am, happier than ever. Yes, not happy that I have to go to work, but happy. Anyway, so this is my new segment, Judge, Jury, and Journey. So, day 3 of the Prokopovitz. I'm going to say it right this time. James Prokopovitz. It's Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin versus James. I have to look at the word when I'm saying it. James Prokopovitz. So, for allegedly killing his wife, Victoria Prokopovitz. Anyway, so yesterday was day 3 of the trial. And it was kind of a parade of people that had searched for the wife after she disappeared. Friends of the daughters, police, divers. So towards the afternoon, the focus became the quarry. So James, and they called James Curly. So we're just going to call him Curly instead of Prokopovitz. So Curly worked at this quarry as a front-end loader, but he had access to the keys of the landfill. So this was a paper company, and what was at the quarry was the solid waste from the manufacture of this paper, which is ash and sludge. So trucks would come out, Curly would load the trucks up with the sludge, and then the trucks would go out and leave it at the landfill. Now, Curly had access to the keys to the landfill. The landfill is like 800 acres and 17 pools, is what they call them. They're not really pools, that's just what they were called. And only 3 of the pools were open for the drivers to empty the sludge and ash. So this sludge, they said, was like the consistency of oatmeal. So what they were getting at is, did he get those keys and take his wife to the landfill and put her in one of those pools? So they had divers go out. Now the divers had to explain that, this was not easy stuff to search because there's no visibility. And it's about, these pools are like 70 feet deep. So they just had to go with like their hands and feet and by touch. So, how thorough those searches could be, is sort of left to the imagination. So I'm sure the impression that the prosecutor wanted to leave on the jurors, and certainly left on me, was, is that where he took his wife? Because I can certainly, but they said it was almost like quicksand, the consistency of quicksand. Now, if you put someone there, would they like sink like quicksand? They never said, but when someone says quicksand, you're thinking, oh, quicksand. So then now that thought is in the mind of the jurors. Quicksand. That's what he did with his wife. I don't know. Because there's no evidence. There's no cameras out at the landfill and it's not manned. So if you have the key, and he had access to the key, you can come and go. There's no business being conducted there after hours, or certainly during the hours when he would have had the opportunity to dispose of her body. So is it feasible? Yeah. But it's just that. It's just a theory with no evidentiary, value. It's just a theory. Like, could he have done it? Sure. Yeah, he could have done it. But what was interesting about the trial yesterday, and this is the first time I have ever seen this in a trial, obviously because first time in my lifetime I've been through a pandemic, but one of a very important witness, one of the witnesses, he was retired now, but was the head of this company of the quarry and the landfill. So they needed him to testify about the acreage and the pools and all that stuff. He testified via Zoom. Now, out of the presence of the jury, the judge had to talk to the defendant, Curley, and explain to him that, you have the right to have this witness here in person. Now, generally, the rule in trials is if you are a witness, and you're within a certain mile, a range or mile of the venue, you have to make yourself available. And this person did not want to risk traveling during a pandemic, so he petitioned the court to appear by Zoom. Now, so the judge had to make sure that it was okay with the defendant, that are you sure you want to give up the right to have this person here in person? And Curley was like, no, that's fine. He doesn't seem to be bothered by much. So he's like, no, it's okay. And it worked out very well. I don't know if you guys have ever done a Zoom meeting or book club or any of that stuff, but the Zoom the picture was good, the sound was good, the testimony was easy to understand. So it worked. So it's definitely a new concept. And then earlier in the day on a different YouTube channel, I saw where they were doing, and this is another trial that I'm going to try to follow once it gets started. the Daybell trial. There was a hearing in the Daybell case, an evidentiary hearing about, motion to compel some witness and evidence and stuff. So, but it was by Zoom. The court reporter was there, up in one corner, and there's the judge and there's the other attorney. It was really cool. So I didn't watch the whole thing because those kind of hearings are incredibly boring. Incredibly boring. Like one attorney sitting there like he's constipated. Like no interest, because it wasn't his motion and it wasn't against him. He was just like the co-defendant attorney, but he had to attend. But he's just sitting there like I wanted to poke him and go, hey, still there? Hey. So we're doing a lot more by Zoom. I think that's really interesting. And I'm not sure what the jury thought of it, but as a former attorney and putting myself in the place of the jurors, I wasn't fazed by it really. Given that we're in a pandemic and that, who would you have liked to have had stock in this Zoom before the pandemic? Holy moly. I don't know if it's a publicly traded company, but I would say that it would be a really good deal because they are doing really well, that company. Zoom meeting. Like a year ago, had you ever even heard the term Zoom? Wow. So anyway, that was day 3 of the Prokopovitz trial. So stay tuned. I will keep my eye on it today and bring you more tomorrow. Let me know if you're enjoying this segment. Some people thought that it was going to be a completely separate show. It's just going to be part of the morning show. I don't have time to do another show. Maybe it'll evolve later down the road to a separate show. But for right now, it's just going to be another little segment of the morning show. But we need to talk about this day in history. I got to find the date. Of course, my iPad has shut off and it needs the code. Let's find the date. Okay, 2001, February 18th, 2001, Daytona Beach, Florida. The 43rd Daytona 500. Last lap. Yeah. Oh, that coffee is so good. I made the Scottish, the rum one. Yeah. Oh, delicious. The sun is coming up. Oh, so pretty. All that snow. I need to go warm up my car. Anyway, so last lap of this race, Waltrip, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Earnhardt Sr., they're all kind of vying for first, second, and third place. Dale Earnhardt Sr. is really kind of just trying to eke out third place out of this last lap. He crashes. He was, famous for his black number 3 Chevrolet. He crashes into the wall. They had to cut him out of his car, rush him to the hospital where he was pronounced dead from head injuries. Now, Waltrip goes on to win the race, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes second place in a race that kills his father right behind him. Oh, that's haunting, really haunting. So, for years I lived in Daytona Beach, not Daytona Beach, but Flagler Beach, which is right next, very near Daytona Beach. So we all knew that you did not go into Daytona when the Daytona 500 was going on. I remember, as a youngster going into Daytona when that race was going on and going nowhere near the the course, the race course, but in the vicinity, and it was the loudest thing I had ever heard. So loud. And that's just, I mean, that's a memory that I don't even know how old I was, but it's just one of those memories that you have of childhood. But I do remember that it was incredibly loud, and that during that period of time there was always like a lot of, I mean, Daytona was very crowded, a lot of motorcycles. Like it just wasn't a good time to be in Daytona when the 500 was going on, unless you were like a spectator at the 500. Now, I have since gone to a NASCAR race. I went to one down in Homestead, Florida, and I did not walk away with the same impression that it was incredibly loud. So I don't know why I have that memory of it being so loud. But after this crash, NASCAR, because they had, I think within, I want to get this right, let's see. They had 4 drivers die within a 9-month period of time. So they instituted very stringent safety measures after that, like head and neck restraints went into place after that. Like that crash, there was a crash the other day. Last lap, I don't remember what, it must have been the Daytona 500. Last lap, Daytona 500. Same thing. Car spins out, hits the wall, but I don't believe anybody was killed, certainly killed. I mean, somebody might have been injured, but certainly no one was killed. And maybe it has to do with the safety measures. So maybe that's his legacy. So anyway. do, 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 do. I don't want to go to work today. But I must go to work. Got to bring home the bacon, fry it up in the pan, and never ever let you forget you are a man, because I'm a woman. That's the wrong drill. Thank God I don't have anybody bacon to cook bacon for. I made turkey tetrazzini last night. Oh, that is one of my favorite meals. It's so good. And it's got, butter, Parmesan cheese, wine, mushrooms, onions, fresh turkey, heavy cream. So my stomach was doing backflips later on. I'm just saying. It's kind of a very rich meal. Like, not even kinda. It is a very rich meal. But I enjoyed it. And I made enough to freeze. I put it into 3 different plexiglass baking dishes, that smaller ones that I have freezer lids for, and so 2 of them are in the freezer now, and I'll get them out weeks from now and go, oh, turkey tetrazzini, yummy. It looks, why do these look like 2 different drills here? Whoa, what happened? Did I mix these up? No. Huh. I think it's just the lighting. Bye. Habba. Do, 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 do. It's Thursday. The garbage man never came yesterday. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of Lewis, the squirrel. I think he packed his bags and left town. He's like, what is with this weather? Unfortunately, I hate to tell them, but it's like that everywhere. God, you poor people in Texas with the blackouts and the, golly. Poor Elizabeth, no heat. Oh my God, I don't know how you're doing it. I just, I feel for you. I really, really do. So when I was talking to Tia last night, she said that they're opening up Vegas this week. Yep. It's been closed for like a year. The shows are dark, and I don't know if the casinos were fully operational, but anyway, they're open. They're opening up, and I'd love to go visit her. I love going to the casino. Oh my God, there's nothing like the feeling of walking into a casino. Like, it's just so cool. But that brings up a lot of questions. Like, spring training started yesterday in baseball, and they're talking about opening day having people in the stands again. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to go to a baseball game and watch it. Oh, I just love it. Just love it. So there's a bird out there that is, I thought they're walking around on the little mounds of snow out there. They're so cute, but this bird is huge, like ginormous. Oh, there goes a school bus. There's school today. Oh, ow. Ooh. They haven't had school all week, so I'm encouraged. The roads must not be that bad. Like, the road here is full of snow, so I just need to get safely to a road that doesn't have snow. A heavily traveled road, which is not that far. It's just up the street. So I will go very cautiously and very slowly. So guys, I am going to get ready for work, and wish me luck at my meeting. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I will see you tomorrow in the morning show, and have a great day. Be kind to one another. Stay warm, stay safe, and just stay in your house and craft on.